What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Saved by the Code. We got an exciting episode for you today. As always, we're going to be getting into Trump meeting with crypto bros yesterday at the White House. We're going to be discussing the regulatory landscape for crypto going forward here. Some things were hashed out a bit yesterday. The Clarity Act hasn't passed yet. We're going to be getting into that as well. And also, the United States has achieved a great financial milestone. We've never been here before. It's an exciting time in crypto as always. So, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment down below. Tell me if you love the content, you hate the content. I want to hear it all. So, without further ado, let's get saved by the code. All right, folks, so let's just get right into it. So, as promised, an exhilarating day, an amazing day, a milestone has been achieved for the United States. What is that milestone, you may be asking? We have officially crossed $40 trillion in debt. Ugh. What an incredible day. I mean, I am just elated. As you can tell, I just cannot contain my excitement. I don't know about everybody else, but I am celebrating tonight. 40 trillion. I never thought we would do it. I never thought we'd see the day, but here we are. And if you're not looking at the screen, I'm on this beautiful website, just showing me how quickly my money is devaluing by the second. It is amazing. There's a link down below in the description called the US Debt Clock, and I could just stare at this all day. I mean, it's amazing to see this, and I'm just so excited. I can't tell you how amazing this is. I mean, 40 trillion, folks. We're here. We're finally at 40. I can't wait for 50. 100 trillion is going to be so... I can't wait. It's got to happen, hopefully, in the next year or two. We'll hit 100 trill. That would be great. Just an amazing sight to behold. Like I said, link down in the description. You folks can join me in on the celebration, the excitement of just how ridiculously we are in debt, how just absurd all of this really is. Oh my goodness, it's just horrendous. If you look at this here, the numbers on the screen are going up insanely fast. It is $50,000 every second, $100,000 every 2 seconds. It's about $3 million every minute. Oh, and there goes your wealth down the tubes. It's being devalued by the second. Oh man, it is just so amazing. Love to see it. Love to see it. We've done it, folks. We've gotten to 40 trillion. 50's on the way. It's going to be a great day as well. I will definitely be celebrating on that day. And yeah, it's just an amazing sight to see. Based on this, it's $4.32 billion a day in debt that we are racking up that will never be paid off, ever. And that's just fine, apparently. That's just A-okay. But God forbid you getting a couple $1,000s in debt. We're coming after you. You better pay up, buddy. Give us our $1,000. Hey, what's going on here? Oh, but, $40 trillion in debt by the government. That's a trillion here, trillion there, whatever. Just think about how massive of a number $1 trillion is. 100 million, that's a big number, is 1/10,000th of a trillion. 1/10,000th. Ugh. That's just eye-watering. Mind-bogglingly insane. Oh, it's just dizzying. It's comical. It's really not, because this is why everybody's suffering financially. because money just keeps being printed. We keep digging into more debt, and there's no ceiling. I love it when they're like, we're raising the debt ceiling. We're going to raise it. And I'm like, okay, where's the ceiling end? They should just call it the debt sky. There's just no end. It's just forever. Oh, man. It's okay for them to do it, but you're not allowed. We can get in as much debt as we please, but you get in a little bit, and it's just looked down upon. It's a shame. You're in debt. How dare you pay that off now? It's just just welcome to planet Earth. This is how it is. This is how we live. We just are a world of debt, money out of thin air that will never be paid off. But if you never pay off your debt, you're in big, big trouble. You better give us our interest. Oh man, it's just unbelievable. And this is what we need Bitcoin so badly for. So badly. A decentralized currency that cannot be printed into oblivion, not controlled by anybody, a neutral, decentralized, unprintable currency is, I think, the ideal solution to this insane problem that will never be solved. So, I mean, yeah, how do you pay this off? How do you pay off $40 trillion? And it's just, if you're not looking at the screen, this is another website with a chart of the United States debt history dating back to 1966. And it's just insane, the numbers these days. I mean, you just look back in 1970, in 1 year, they used to print about, what was that? 32. That's about $20 million in 1 year. $20 million. Now we print $1 trillion a year. 1 trillion. That's 10,100 millions a year. And I was looking at these numbers in 2020. So from January to April of 2020, we printed $3 trillion. $3 trillion. We all know what happened then. That was just I know this is a sensitive topic for people, so I'm not even going to get into it. We all know what happened then. And you better believe those that are closest to this money creation, which is the only way you can pay off the debt is just create money out of nowhere, which devalues the currency, though. It's just so dizzying. But those that are closest, it's called the Cantillon effect. Those as closest to the money printer are affected the least and are enriched the most. Those furthest away from it are affected the most and enriched the least. It is a reality. That's how the world works. You're not closest to this money printer, so you don't get any. Here you go. There's some interest in your bank account. There's a 0.5% of interest. Shut your mouth and go to work. Literally how it is. And we're just supposed to go, hippity-doo-dah. Everything is just fine and dandy. I'm going to go about my day. I'm going to put a big old smile on and it's all good. Oh, cute, nervous laugh. So yeah, we've hit $40 trillion, folks. I promised you, it was an incredible milestone. It's just amazing. I've been dreaming of this day for years, and we're finally here. Finally here. Just to put that in perspective, so January 1st of 2020, we were only 23 trillion. I mean, what a pathetic number. Now we're talking big time, 40 trill. Oh, that is just beautiful. So yeah, January 2020, we were 23 trillion. Now we are $40 trillion, almost 2 times more. Oh, it is nauseating. It's so many things. yeah, it's never going to get paid off. I mean, this year alone, so from April to July, we went from 36 trillion to 37 trillion, over a trillion. So 36.2 to 37.6, and then 37.6 to 38.5 from July to October. My God. It's just eye-watering. Oh, excuse me. That was last year. Excuse me. That was April to July of 2025. Or those numbers. Yeah. Never gonna get paid off. Ever, ever, ever. But they're allowed to do that. But you're not. No, no, no. So this site's really cool. It gives you all sorts of numbers here. It says like debt per citizen, debt per taxpayer. The debt per taxpayer is $360,794. So the third of us in this country that pay taxes, the other 2/3 don't. The third of us that pay taxes, each of us is $360,794 of debt per taxpayer. Which, who do you think's gonna have to pay that off? Them? No. Not the responsible party. Us. It's always us. It's never the government. Did you guys forget about 2008? You think we're responsible? What a joke. That's hilarious. I could see them sitting there with their cigars and their drinks like, just all laughing you out of the room. You're just this normal person like, who's going to pay it off? Aren't you guys? There's sipping on their Johnny Walker and their cigars. This guy thinks we're going to pay it off. What an idiot. What a loser. Oh, that is literally how it is. Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers back in 2008, you think they paid it off? You're ridiculous. You actually think they're going to pay off their own debt and their own mess that they created? Oh, just what a joke. And then, on top of it, 2008, they're not allowed to fail. You're too big to fail. That is a real thing. Once you get big enough in the United States, this is how it works. Once you achieve a certain degree of size, you can't fail. So why not lend out garbage to people that they know they can never pay off and then watch it all burn up while you laugh all the way to the bank? Oh, what a beautiful world we live in, folks. But there's hope. There's this thing called Bitcoin. It's going to save us all from everything ever. Bitcoin's going to cure cancer. It's going to cure hunger. It's going to solve world hunger. It's going to do all sorts of amazing things. That's what I heard most recently. It's going to solve world hunger, Bitcoin. So buy it now and you will be helping solve world hunger. You heard it here, folks. Just kidding. Not financial advice. That's not financial advice. Just want to make that clear. So yeah, there's a link down in the description. This is just ridiculous. Just all these numbers on the screen are just going up at absurd rates. Like I said, it's $50,000 every second, the U.S. national debt. 50 grand a second. Most people don't make that in a year. They do, but then after taxes, chop that down by a nice 20%, 25%. And then those that are contributing most to our society, the entrepreneurs, you chop that down by 40%. Chop, chop, chop. Give us our money. We got to pay this debt off. We got ourselves in all sorts of crap. Just dizzying. It's so pathetic that this is the world that we live in. And these things are just allowed to happen. This is allowed. But you're not allowed. Remember that, folks. You are not allowed. They're allowed. You are not. So just remember that. All right. Let's move on from this super uplifting topic. And just a few more things. It's just this. I love numbers. It's just really interesting to look at this. The money growth since 1913, 1,417 times is the money growth since 1913, when the Federal Reserve banking cartel was created. 1913. Medium home in 2000 is 166 grand. Medium home now 410 grand. Average car 2022,000. Average car now 51,000. Oh man. It's just, how do you even like make it in this world? And they just like, the older generations, just deal with it. We had to deal with it. It's just suck it up and deal with it. Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll deal with it. No big deal. The loss in value of the dollar, 96.23% since 1913. That is nuts. 96.23%. The dollar has lost value since 1913. My goodness. Bitcoin, come save the day. So, yeah, we are in hilarious amounts of debt. $40 trillion today, baby. Let's hit 50 by next year. Woo! I can't wait. It's going to be a great day. All right. Let's get into the latest happenings in the cryptocurrency space. We had a big day yesterday. Donny T got up behind a podium and said some stuff. It was exciting. It was amazing. Wow. But yeah, he got up, said a bunch of good stuff about crypto. It's sad. It's very sad that we're at the point to where prices only move when a guy with some orange hair gets behind a podium and says some stuff. That's literally where we're at. Because Bitcoin had a nice little pop today, the day after he spoke. And that's what this market rides on now. That's the point we've gotten to. And it's unfortunate, but like I mentioned yesterday, it is an inevitable fact that you can't get this big without this happening. It's not possible if you ask me. They're going to want to get involved. They're going to want to regulate it. And it would have been so much different if the other side would have gotten in office. I think crypto would be at zero. Like, they would have just gone after them. Warfare. It was so bad what was happening from 2020 to 2024. Like 21 to 25. It was so hostile. They were just going after crypto companies, putting people in jail. Meanwhile, the greatest stock trader in the world, Nancy Pelosi's never gotten one charge in her life. But amazingly, she's able to call everything in the stock market. What indicator does she have? I mean, I want that. I think it's called the insider trading indicator, the IT indicator. Oh, and guess what side she's on? Guess what side hates crypto? And I do have an article here where this guy bashes our good old loyal for the people politician Elizabeth Warren, who's just the leader of all this delaying of the Clarity Act. And you better believe it is because it's because they're just on it. It's a vendetta. They don't like Trump. That's why. That's the only reason. They do not want to see him win. It is not for you. It's not to protect consumers. It's not to protect this and that. Anti-fraud. It is such a lie. It is because she doesn't like Trump. She doesn't like him calling her Pocahontas. That is exactly why. And she's going to say it's to protect people. It's the consumers. It's the people. We got to protect themselves from themselves. Oh, it just makes me so dizzy. These consumer protections, they have to protect people from themselves because people don't know how to do research and make sound investments. And there's no investor in history that hasn't lost money. It's going to happen. Don't bet the farm. You can't bet the farm, honey. We got to grow corn. So, and too many people do that. This is why that happens. And it's insane that, I mean, they just want someone to blame. And another thing, a lot of people are saying the Trump family has enriched themselves off of crypto. How dare they capitalize upon an opportunity? How dare they? Oh, it's horrible what he's doing. He's taking money, from the poor and giving to the rich. Oh. I don't know what you expected when you bought garbage. To make money off of garbage? That is literally what people expect. They buy Trump coin or World Liberty Financial and they get wrecked. And then they blame him. It's nuts. For making money. Like, that's not insider trading. That's creating garbage. And then people bought the garbage and didn't cash out when the price went up. Why didn't you cash out when you did make money? You just didn't sell. And he's to blame? I mean, it's so crazy how short-sighted people's thinking is. It's nuts. Well, all right, I need to stop with these rants, but but that's literally what's going on. It's not to protect you or any of that. But yeah, Trump talked with some crypto bros yesterday. He really wants this Clarity Act passed. So do I. I just want it to pass so we can just get it over with. And I mean, that's what we're hung up on. That's where the price is stagnating. It's not. It's taken a nice little pump today. It's gotten a little push rate from all of this. And like I mentioned in my previous video, I think $60,000 is like where all the hardcore Bitcoiners, those that are not going to sell no matter what, they're holding, and that's where that's at. We're going to need a lot more money to push us into the six figures. It's just facts. And where's that money going to come from? It's not going to come from retail. It's not going to come from your taxi driver buying Bitcoin or crypto. It's going to come from Wall Street. It's going to come from institutions. That's where we're going to see these well into the six-figure prices. So we do need this stuff. It's necessary. It's not 2013 anymore. It was nice. I mean, I wasn't around then. I was alive, but I wasn't in crypto. And it's not the, rebel, F the bank money anymore. It isn't. Bitcoin is still Bitcoin. The fundamentals are still all there. It's the only true decentralized cryptocurrency. But this is where we're at now, and it was inevitable. If you ask me, if this happened over again, the same thing would happen. And who knows if Bitcoin would have even... It's a miracle that it's even where it's at. But so yeah, Donny T talked with some crypto bros yesterday, and quote, "We need Congress to take the next step by passing the Clarity Act, a fair version of the Clarity Act," Trump said. "It's a very, very powerful structured legislation which will keep us ahead of China. China cannot get ahead. Keep us ahead of everybody else. Sorry. We'll open the door to the next wave of innovations and innovators." I love it. It's a beautiful thing. And the other side is going to paint it as him enriching himself. He just wants it to pass so he can make more money off the backs of poor people. Oh, how dare he? How dare he capitalize upon an opportunity? How dare he? You know how many other thousands of meme coins there are that people have lost money on? But this one, him, this dirty guy. How dare he? It's just horrible. I don't know. But yeah, this is good. This is good. We just gotta all hope and pray that whenever they come back from recess, I love how it's called that. Whenever they're done playing on the slides and swinging on the swings in September, let's hope they pass the Clarity Act. For those that aren't familiar, the Clarity Act just outlines really, it gives us clear regulations for crypto and Bitcoin, and it's a good thing. Really the main things are They have some ethics rules for politicians. They can't issue or sponsor a digital asset until January 2029. No more meme coins, Mr. Trump. No more. No. I'm not even gonna get into it again. Another highlight is there's new rules for stablecoin rewards. So you can earn interest on stablecoins. That will be allowed under the proposed legislation. Crypto companies will not be allowed on idle stablecoin balances that resemble traditional bank deposits. However, rewards linked to actual transactions, such as payments made using stablecoins, would be permitted. That's weird. It's because the banks don't want them taking market share from them for, we want all the interest. Give it all to us. Oh, I hate banks. Banks argue that allowing crypto companies to offer rewards could encourage customers to move deposits away from traditional financial institutions. We want our money. Another highlight, tougher anti-money laundering rules. Oh, good. Thank God. I was just so concerned about that. Crypto companies get a fundraising exemption. This is pretty cool. I like this one. It says eligible companies could raise up to $50 million annually and $200 million in total without registering the fundraising with the SEC. In the same way traditional companies do. That's pretty cool. That's like my favorite part. None of this crap that you have to do all these things. It was just the Gary Gensler. I loved it when I watched the video of Trump speaking yesterday, and everybody was roasting Gary Gensler. It was so great. Like no one likes that guy, and they just roasted him. But I mean, he screwed so many things up. And finally, he's out. We got a new guy in there, Paul Ackman. Is that his name? Paul, is that his name? Oh, crap, I forget. Yeah, wait. Paul Atkins. Atkins. He's all into crypto. He likes crypto, and he's like an older guy, which is cool. So you go, Polly boy. But yeah, so that's a really cool thing in this act, in the Clarity Act. Eligible companies could raise up to $50 million annually, $200 million without registering. That's really great. Like, it's just like it doesn't stifle innovation. Wow, imagine that. Another highlight, rules for decentralized finance. Another major section, DeFi platforms allows you, okay. The Clarity Act would establish criteria for determining whether a platform is genuinely decentralized. Platforms that fail to meet this decentralization threshold could be treated as financial institutions and face requirements such as suspicious activity reporting and transaction monitoring. Okay then. Rules for tokenized assets. Bill also addresses tokenization, the process of representing traditional assets on chain, on a blockchain. The legislation would make clear that putting a security on a blockchain does not remove it from securities laws. So it's just some regulatory clarity. It's well named, I would say. But let's just get it out of the way. I'm sick of this Clarity Act crap. But good old Elizabeth Warren and some other people on a certain side of the political spectrum, not going to say, are just stalling this because they do not like Trump. That is the only reason. It is not to protect anybody. It is for their own. They just don't like Trump. That is literally it. They don't want to see him win. They don't want to see him push it through. It's not to protect you. It's not because anything, but because they don't like Trump. That's it. This is the only reason. It's so bad. So pathetic. But that's the wonderful world that we live in. All right. There's hope, though, folks. I don't want to always sound dark and gloomy. Bitcoin is hope. Bitcoin is freedom. And anybody against it is against hope and freedom. That's facts. So that's what Elizabeth Warren is against, hope and freedom. So she can go You know what? You can fill that in yourself. All right. The SEC is also saying some stuff about crypto. Love this new chair we got in there, Paul Atkins. He's pro crypto. He's all about it. I mean, the landscape changed so much when Donny T got in. It is just so refreshing. It was so bad for the 4 years there, how hostile it was. It literally drives everything out of the country, and it's by design. It is by design. They're actively trying. I'm not even going to get into it. Anyways, actively trying to destroy crypto. Hope and freedom, really, is what they're doing. Destroying hope and freedom. That's what you do when you go after Bitcoin and crypto. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has made its first major foray into crypto regulation, issuing a proposed rule meant to clear a path for offering crypto for crypto offerings. And I kind of touched on it. And that was in the Clarity Act, but this is for the SEC itself, since they're like, all right, the Clarity Act is getting stalled, so we're going to kind of say our own things. This is a quote from Paul Atkins, just to show you how pro innovation in crypto he is. Today, we are charting a new course with a package of exemptions that would facilitate capital formation and allow crypto asset innovation to flourish in the United States in the years ahead. Good old Paulie Atkins said, the new chair, not Gary Gensler. Good old Gary. Oh, he's so great. Thanks, Gary. Get the out of here, dude. You're so good he's gone. But the proposal includes 2 tracks for crypto offerings, a one-time startup offering of up to $5 million in a 4-year period, and another more restrictive avenue for offerings up to $75 million in each 1-year period. That's weird. 5 million in 4 years and 75 million in 1 year? That doesn't make sense to me, but maybe I am not smart enough to understand that. So yeah, they don't have to file with the SEC. It says here, under both exemptions, issuers would be required to make certain principles-based narrative disclosures available to their investors. In addition, issuers under the second exemption would be required to provide financial statements and be subject to ongoing reporting requirements. So, yeah, good stuff. I mean, all of this, it's just amazing that all this is being talked about at the highest levels. It's incredible. We used to dream of this stuff years ago, only a couple years ago. We used to dream of the price being 70,000. Now we cry. Isn't that funny how that works? Oh, please hit 70. Now it's like, oh gosh, now we're at 70. No. It is annoying. We should be at 700,000, not 70,000. But this is the way she goes, folks. The way she goes. It's just amazing though. We got the ETF, we got all these regulations being pushed, we got a pro-crypto president, we have a pro-crypto SEC, we got a pro-crypto CFTC. Everybody's pro-crypto now. At least those that don't hate hope and freedom. Those that do, well, it just tells you the whole story. So yeah, the SEC, the new chair, Paul Atkins, loves crypto. And he's talking about it, and they're pushing forward, or they're encouraging regulation, fairer regulation than was before. And so it's a beautiful thing. Just as beautiful as us being $40 trillion in debt. It's just incredible. Never thought I'd see the day. This is pretty much all that there was in the news today. Was just Trump talks, crypto's going higher, this and that, regulatory stuff. It's all that was in the news. And it's understandable because it's so desperately needed. We need this stuff to get through so we can just move on to $300,000 per Bitcoin, please. Thank you. But yeah, this is just another one. Bitcoin rockets past 72,000, excuse me. Yeah, 72 grand. What am I saying? After Trump pushes for Clarity Act. Sad that this is where we're at, but this is where we're at. You gotta rely on a guy behind a podium to say some stuff for the price to move. Oh gosh. Some guys putting out some laws for the price to move. Unfortunately. Another thing, though, that I loved that Trump said in his talk, someone asked in the audience, is the United States going to acquire Bitcoin, actively purchase it for its stockpile? And Trump was like, I'm open to it, baby. Let's go. Like, he literally said, where is it? It's taken out. Nobody doing. Okay, he says this. It's been talked about. It's taken a lot of pressure off the dollar. It's been very, very good for the dollar. And I think if regulators came in with recommendations, I would certainly listen. Oh, the president's saying that. It's crazy. Like, man. He also signed that executive order right when he got in that established a strategic reserve. The order states that the U.S. cannot sell any of the Bitcoin it has, most of which has been seized. It does, but the executive order does not commit to buying the asset, just that they don't sell any that they have, which is so cool. The president's doing that. Like, you go, man. Think of him what you want, but come on, folks. Like, that's wild. That's so amazing. But those that hate him so much will just never be able to see how important this is, and people will go, he's just trying to enrich himself. Well, if he's doing that, I'm gonna get rich with him. Pump my bags, man. Let's go, ride the rocket. But it's okay for insider trading on the other side. That's okay. But Trump makes some money on crypto. Oh my gosh, how dare he? Just so horrible. That's what they'll paint this as, though. The other people that hate him will literally want you to think in your head that he is literally taking money from poor people and giving it to rich people. That is what they want with crypto. He's just taking it all. Meanwhile, these people bought garbage. They made the decision themselves. Then they didn't sell when the price went up, when they were in profit. But then the price went down, and now they're crying and blaming him and his family. Oh, man. So yeah, Donny T pushing the crypto hard. Love to see it. I mean, that's just so cool that he said that. I think that's what's gonna happen here. Regardless if the Clarity Act passes, regardless, we're probably gonna see this reserve. Like, I mean, Bitcoin's made it this far without the Clarity Act. Like, so whatever. Like, it would be nice just to get it out of the way. That's just why I want to just get out of the way. Like, just, okay, pass the thing. Okay, let's go to 200 grand now. Thanks, Clarity Act. Appreciate it. Good chilling. So yeah, I mean, that's the hottest topic of today is the Clarity Act. All this Trump talks. This article I found, like what I was speaking before. Tim Scott accuses Democrats of using Clarity Act fight to restrict crypto. This is a neutral channel, by the way. I don't take any sides at all. But this guy's calling out Senator Elizabeth Warren is the driving force behind the pushback of the Clarity Act. He characterized their approach as an attempt to push crypto companies out of the U.S. entirely rather than shape reasonable regulation. That's exactly what's happening. It's just, you just look at it for what it is. It's not, I'm taking this guy's side or that side. It's just, okay, she's literally stifling innovation, pushing crypto out of the country, allowing other countries to get ahead and create sensible regulations, pushing businesses out. That's just what they do best. They are country destroyers. Just push them out of here. I already got my money. I'm rich off of insider trading, so I don't need any of this. And I don't care about anybody that's trying to start a legitimate crypto business. It's so terrible. It's so horrible. But people buy into her crap and they support her. It's because she hates Trump. And that's a lot of people's motivation. That's the only reason they do this stuff. They just do everything opposite Trump. Nothing with Trump. Nothing with Trump. They're just like robots. Like, like, it's nuts. So yeah, but they're gonna hide behind the guise that it's for protecting consumers against themselves because people can't make their own. They can't. A lot of people can't. They can't make their own financial decisions. Or, like it said though, everybody has. There's no person in history that's never lost money investing in something. So this crying and blaming people for what your decision. I mean, that's the world we live in, though. It's literally the world we live in. People cry and point fingers at others for decisions they made. But anyways, yeah. So he's saying that Lizzie W here is and her team is using Clarity Act fight to restrict crypto, and that's true. Uh, so yeah, not much more to say there. But it's being stalled on purpose. Of course it is on purpose, but she's at recess right now. That's where they're all at. They're out at recess. They're playing on the swings, going down the slides. They got to get their recess in because they've been working so hard doing nothing. Oh, our politicians hard at work. I'm so proud of my Senator Warren. Oh, Senator Pelosi. Oh, so proud of them standing up for me. They're standing up for you. They're protecting you. Oh, it just warms me. Doesn't it just warm your heart that there are just good politicians out there that are protecting you against the horrible, terrible cryptocurrencies. Oh, God. Help us all. It's crypto. Oh, my God. It's so pathetic. So pathetic. Hopefully we'll see some movement here with the Clarity Act to just get it out of the way. Pass the thing. Just pass it. All right. Some other just random news stuff going on here other than Bitcoin for once is some Zcash news. Zcash is one of the leading privacy cryptocurrencies, meaning that your transactions are what they call it in Zcash are shielded, so you don't know where it's going, who, and where it's coming from. It's really interesting, fascinating technology, and I definitely see a use case for privacy coins. I mean, that's huge. I mean, I think that's really the second biggest use case for crypto is privacy, privacy centric transactions. And you can achieve this in Bitcoin, but it takes a little bit more work. With Zcash, you can like turn it on and off, I believe. I don't think it's by default. With Monero, which is the leading privacy coin, it's by default. That thing's literally a black hole for money. Like you could put your money in there and just poof. Like you still have it, but it can't be traced by anybody. Like they've tried to do it, the CIA, the FBI, whatever, and they haven't been able to, at least to our knowledge. I don't think they would actually let the public know if they cracked any of these things. But so far, Monero and Zcash remain privacy. They haven't cracked their privacy protocol. But Zcash came out of nowhere. It's been around for a long time, and it's a fork of Bitcoin, meaning that it's just some tweaks to the code, and it's its own separate blockchain, and it works the same as Bitcoin. You have miners and things like that. One of the few, what is called proof of work blockchains, where you actually have physical computers securing the network as well as creating the cryptocurrency. And but it came out of nowhere. It was literally, it floundered for, I'm gonna see the chart actually. It literally floundered, it was dead. I thought it would never come back. Like I thought Zcash was so dead, and then it just out of nowhere came flying back to life. I mean, I'm talking, this thing came from, let me see here. I mean, it literally had a peak in 2017 of, what is that? Let's see. No, that's not the peak. It was like $800 or something. I can't really even see on this chart, but it was like $800 or something up close to 1,000. And it literally went to zero pretty much. I mean, the thing went down to, in April of 2023, it was $37 and $26 in February 24. It's like $20. And it's sitting at $580 now. It just came back to life out of nowhere. I mean, literally, it was like $35 in August of 25, and then it shot up to, let me see here. This is what I'm saying, it came out of nowhere. So, yeah. September 4th, 2025, it was $40. And then November 16th, 2025, it was $700. That's like a 20x in like 2 months. It just came out of nowhere. This coin was dead. The volume was literally nothing. Like, it was like a couple $1 million for the longest time. And then it just poof. Like, you just can't predict that stuff. That's crazy. Like, literally from 2022 to 2025, it was dead. The thing was nowhere. And now it's like number 13. Like, $9.8 billion market cap. It's just crazy. Like, this stuff happens in crypto. So ZCash just came out of nowhere again. So it went from a $300 million market cap all the way to a $11 billion in the matter of 2 months. Like, that's nuts. But anyways, this story is about this cryptocurrency ZCash that's back in the limelight. And they are mining ZCash. The Winklevoss twins are mining ZCash. And they, Cypherpunk Technologies, the Winklevoss-backed privacy firm, building a treasury around the privacy coin ZCash. And yeah, they're now mining ZCash. Like I said, I think privacy cryptos are the second best use case for crypto behind store of value. And then privacy. But ZCash accomplishes both. So I totally see the use case and the thesis behind ZCash and Monero. This is why there's billions of dollars behind them. There's definitely something there. I mean, privacy is very important in this day and age when we live in a surveillance state. And but yeah, ZCash, crazy how quickly the price just blew up out of nowhere. Like, it just literally out of nowhere. Like, no one saw it. And it was just like, okay, Zcash is just back now. Boom. Man, why didn't I buy Zcash on July? Oh man, I should have bought it September 22nd. September 25th, 2025. The price was, what was it? $50. And then 4 weeks later, it was $700. That's nuts. That's like a 15x in 2 months. Should have put my life savings in there. So yeah, Winklevoss twins are mining ZCash. Great. Good stuff. Love to see it. All right, the last few stories we got here. That's just a repeat one. Bitcoin ETFs draw $517 million in largest one-day inflow since early May. ETFs are roaring back to life. Crypto's roaring back to life, baby. I think we're at the beginnings of the next bull market. We just need this stupid Clarity Act to pass. We need someone or some group of people to stop stalling it. Who could that be? Let you figure that one out. But the market is healthily in green today. It's just a beautiful sight. It's been so boring and so long and so depressing. But I think we're coming back here, folks. I really do believe that. I think we're at the beginning stages. The beginning day, really. I think this is the day of the beginning of the bull market. Sure, we may see some downside here and there. Whenever the Clarity Act doesn't go through, the price will probably go down and blah, 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 you know, all that whole song and dance we'll have to do, but it's fine. We've made it this far without it. Like, it's not like Bitcoin's gonna like, oh no, the Clarity Act, what are we gonna do now? Like, Bitcoin's made it this far without it. I don't know why this is so, the most important thing in the world ever for Bitcoin. It's not. Not at all. But yeah, ETFs are roaring back to life. Pushing August net inflows to 1 point. So we've had inflows into the ETFs in August so far of 1.5 billion. And yeah, it's beautiful stuff. ETFs roaring back to life, baby. Thanks, Donny T, for that one too. And yeah, I think that's about all we got for today, folks. That was a good one. I mean, did you expect anything else from your boy? That's pretty much all we got for you. I really hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope you laughed. I hope you were entertained. That is the goal here. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I would deeply, deeply appreciate it more than you know. That would be amazing. I will continue bringing this high quality content to you with a background that's not someone's dirty bedroom like some of these YouTubers. It's amazing. They just like turn it on. There's like a pile of dirty laundry. There's like, it's like, what are you doing, dude? Clean it up a little bit. But anyways, I digress. That does it for today. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. This has been Saved by the Code. I deeply, deeply appreciate y'all listening. And until next time, I do bid you farewell on your cryptocurrency journey.